Hello, welcome to my videos. In this time, I'm going to talk about the NBA playoffs day 59 and the last day of the NBA playoffs on my core NBA playoffs because today was played the NBA Finals Game 5 where Nuggets defeated 94-89 to Miami Heat, and with this victory, when Denver Nuggets won the series 4-1 and won the championship of the NBA the season 2022-2023, and Denver Nuggets won its first championship in its history after 47 years that this team was created and playing this in the league. So let's talk about a little more about this game where Denver Nuggets won the game 94-89. To be honest, this was a very poor game, but very bad gameplay because both teams played a very horrendous offense, where both teams played a tremendous defenses. But to be honest, Denver Nuggets had the opportunity to win this game since the beginning of the game, but they couldn't, and for that reason, the game was defined until the last minutes of the game. In the first quarter, the game was dominated for the defenses, where the game was very close, but Miami Heat closed better that quarter and won the quarter by 2 point difference, 24-27. In the second quarter, the the Miami Heat played a little better than the Denver Nuggets, where they create a big gap. And in this quarter, the Miami Heat played his best basketball. Sorry, his best basketball of the game, where they scored almost 30 points, and they won the quarter by 5 point difference, 27-22. And Miami Heat were leading uh, the the game by 7 point difference in the whole time. But in the third quarter, it was is when the was the difference where the Denver Nuggets took the lead in the last minutes of the third quarter, and this was the difference that made that Denver won the game because in the first minutes of the third quarter, Denver Nuggets started better. Where in the half of the quarter, Denver Nuggets tied the game. Later, when the game had several lead changes, but in the end of the third quarter, the Denver Nuggets took the lead. That they held it until the end and they won it the game. And in the third quarter, the Denver Nuggets played a tremendous defense when they used allowed 20 points. They scored 26 points, and Denver Nuggets were leading the game in the end of the third quarter. And in the last quarter, yes, they were. No, sorry. Yeah, no, sorry. Miami were leading the game in the end of the third quarter by just 1 point difference. But in the end of the last quarter, Denver Nuggets played better. They started better the fourth quarter, and that was enough to win the game because they held the lead until the end. You see, the Denver Nuggets had the possibility to finish this game since the first minutes of the game, where they were just three minutes left of the game. The Denver Nuggets had a 7 point lead, but in the last 3 minutes of the game, Jimmy Butler played a tremendous game because they played really shitty trash in this series, where in the last 3 minutes of the game, Jimmy Butler scored the last 12 points of the Miami Heat. But in the last minutes of the game, Jimmy Butler failed to miss two shot opportunity, and Denver Nuggets scored his two last shot opportunity, and that was enough to win the game. In the last quarter, Denver Nuggets won the quarter 24-18. They used a lot less than 20 points, and it was enough to win the game 94-89, to win the series 4-1, and to win the championship of this season. The best player for the game were Nikola Jokic, that made another double double with 28 points and 60 rebounds. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope Michael Porter with another double double with 60 points and 30 points. Jamal Murray with 40 points. For the Heat, Really, they didn't play a very good basketball. Where the best scorer was Jimmy Butler with 21 points. He scored 12 points in the last quarter. Bam Adebayo that made a double-double with 20 points and 12 rebounds. So with this victory, Denver Nuggets won the championship after for first time in 47 years of history. Nikola Jokic was the MVP of the NBA Finals, and he was the MVP of because he played a tremendous level. But he was the MVP in all the NBA playoffs because he was the leader in the NBA playoff for points, rebounds, and assists. And he made history because he is the first player in the NBA history playoffs that he is the leader in these three departments. And to be honest, this is a a fair. This is good for Nikola Jokic because remember that he was the MVP. He could have been the first NBA player in the history to win a three consecutive MVP in the regular season. But I don't know why the people decided that he wasn't the MVP. But in my opinion, Nikola Jokic was the MVP of the regular season. But the expert in the NBA decided that Joel Embiid had a better season and performance than Nikola Jokic, but I disagree in that. So with this game, today finished the NBA season 2022-2023, and the NBA play and with this game finished my cover in the NBA playoffs in this season, where I was covered the NBA playoff for 59 days, and it was amazing. I hope you could have enjoyed it. My work and my analysis. So the next season will start like the half days of the October, but I'm going to talk about before the 1 week or one month or 1 week before the NBA season started, because remember I'm going to give my analysis and my prediction about what I think is going to happen in the NBA next season, the 2023-2024. I'm going to give my prediction about what my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers, are gonna make it in the next season. So see you next video, Gibran.